What is up, guys? We are back with another Marvel Champions Mythbusters video, and today we'll be dispelling a myth that every single hero can defeat every single villain on expert mode in true solo in Marvel Champions. And yeah, I've heard this myth, from a lot of people in the community, especially whenever they're talking to new players. And I actually feel like it's kind of a disservice to new players because if they have a hero that they really like, and then they're trying to face a specific villain, they might think that, oh, do I just have to build my deck better? Or pilot better in order to defeat this villain. And definitely most heroes can defeat most villains, on expert mode and in true solo, but not every single one can. And Drax, I think, is one of the weaker ones. I don't think that he can defeat expert Loki, expert Magneto, expert Venom Goblin, or expert Ronin in true solo. And if he can, it's like definitely under a 10% chance. So I think that if you had to face a villain, 10 times and win once, that's kind of like not defeating it, because 10% can easily be, you can do something 100 times, and if it's 10%, you might not get it any of the times, right? So you can face a villain 100 times and still lose. And I would consider that not being able to defeat a villain, other than like if you like specifically know every single card that you're going to draw and every single card in the encounter deck, right? But yeah, I don't think that Drax can do it. So we'll be displaying here against Loki, and I'll be trying out my best here, and maybe I'll be wrong, but yeah, I don't think that every single hero can defeat every single villain, and I think that we should definitely stop saying that in the community. Yeah, if you guys agree or disagree, definitely let me know. And if you can prove me wrong, definitely, post a video and I will definitely watch it, of Drax defeating, these more difficult villains. Okay, so let's go ahead and break down the deck here. We have a protection deck here with Drax. 2 copies of Come Get Me Bub, 3 copies of Defiance, 3 copies of Desperate Defense for our perfect defense engine here with the Unflappable, and 3 copies of Hard to Ignore. The thing with Drax is that he really wants to take attacks to the face in order to build his vengeance counters, and we cannot block with allies. And then after we do that, we can get kickers to like all of his cards. They all revolve around having vengeance counters, which you can only get if Drax actually takes the attack himself. With the armor vest here to improve our defense, Night Nurse to help us, remove status effects, Jocasta to help us grab those powerful defense events here, and the parry, of course, from Drax. We have Daredevil, Starhawk, Clea, and North Star. And we have 3 copies of What Doesn't Kill Me, so Drax can heal and ready back up. 2 copies of the Power of Protection as a resource cards, and only 1 copy of the of Strength here. So we don't have the other basic resources, just because we have a very low cost curve deck here, right? And then all the protection cards can be hit with the Power of Protection. And for the What Doesn't Kill Me, you have to use 2 physicals when paying, or at least 1 physical when paying for this card. So these will work because the wall can be a physical, and this will be a physical for that as well, the Strength. Yeah, so that is a deck breakdown. Let's shuffle this up, and yeah, hopefully we can pull this off here. We're definitely going to try our best. And yeah, Loki, I think, is a villain that you can't really build a rush deck against, because in expert mode you have to defeat 3 different Lokis to win the game, and each one has 20 hit points. So that's a total of 60 hit points here. So if we're rushing Loki down, yeah, it's just not possible. So yeah, I think that he's a good example of a villain that Drax cannot take down, because he cannot rush. And then the question is, can Drax build? And when you're building, you also need to do some thwarting. And Drax just has a bad hand size and hero form of only 4, and his thwarting is not good enough, right? Drax can definitely be a very fun hero and do a lot of cool things, but I just think that he's not strong enough if you're playing in true solo to defeat the more tough villains. And I think Loki is definitely not even the toughest villain, right? I think Magneto, Venom Goblin, and Ronin are all more difficult villains than Loki. Okay, so for sub here, we're going to shuffle up these 5 Lokis, and then we're going to get one of them randomly put into play. So let's just do this one right here. It's going to be Loki. 1 scheme to attack is attack, scan, piercing. And then we'll put him here, and we set these Lokis here aside. And then we also create the Infinity Gauntlet right here. So it's a permanent attachment attached to Loki, +1 scheme, +1 attack. And we're going to shuffle up these Infinity Stones right here and create the Infinity Stone deck. And for setup, it also says to review the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. So we're going to shuffle this up. Top card is going to get reviewed coming into play. So that's going to be the Space Stone. Let's put that right here. And this would be the Infinity Stone decks next to the encounter deck, so a separate deck here for just the stones. And then we also review the War in Asgard side scheme right here with Hinder 1 +6, so it's going to have a total of 7 threat. And whenever it's reviewed, or when it's defeated, I mean, we review the top card of the Infinity Stone deck, and we also swap Loki with a Ram set aside Loki villain here. So the way that Infinity Gauntlet works is that each time after Loki activates, he is going to trigger the specials of every single stone in play. So currently there's only 1. And then if there are no stones in play, then we will flip the top card of the stone deck and put it into play. So the Space Stone special here, it says to discard cards on top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded, and then put it into play, engage with you, and then place this card into the Infinity Stone discard pile. Alright, so we have the encounter deck shuffled up. Player deck is already shuffled up. Advancing the main scheme to stage 1B. So this will come in with 1 per player threat. Goes up 1 per turn. If it hits 12, we lose. Alright, and I think we are good to go here. And then the force interrupt is whenever a Loki is defeated, we advance to a random set aside Loki, and we have to defeat 3 of them to win on expert mode. Alright, I think we are all set up here. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and drop to our Hanses here 6 and Art Eagle and get started. Oh, and we will be ready to. Alright, we'll see if this can work, and we'll see how close we can get here. Alright, let's see. So, DRAX's knife is good. We get +1 attack. Mantis is good here as well. So we cannot. Payback is really good. Not right now, though. So after the villain attacks you, do X damage to the villain where X equals to your attack. Our attack is pretty trash right now. I think we're going to mulligan this. The Come Get Me Bub could be useful to get a tough, but then we have to get minion. Space will give us another minion there, right? So a lot to take care of. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I think we definitely keep our knife here. Just for defense could be good if we can get some of the defense engine set up. Mantis is just always good. I kind of want to keep Come Get Me Bub too. But I think we're not going to be able to play this turn. We can't heal 3 anyways, right? Because we're at full life. Or we don't get, benefits from it. So let's mulligan discard 3 cards here. We'll draw 3 more. Back up to 6. See what we get. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then I forgot to put the hinder 1 plus 6 threat. So 7 total threat on War in Asgard here. Alright, let's get started. So I'm already feeling like we can't do this. Okay, let me see. If I play the armor vest, I can play DRAX's knife and maybe hold on to Mantis here. I won't be able to get her down. I really want to play the knife so we get +1 attack, but we may just not be able to do it this turn. We can definitely play Mantis though and the armor vest to get our defense up. And I'm trying to decide if I should hold on to Desperate Defense here. Let's go ahead and first flip up to hero form, because Mantis can also help us thwart for 2, which we kind of need right now. So DRAX gets +1 attack for each vengeance count on him, and as a response after the villain attacks DRAX, it has to be DRAX non-ally. Place 1 vengeance counter here to a max of 3, and if you can't place any more counters, so if we have 3 basically, then we can draw a card. Okay, so for sure armor vest to help us improve our defense, and then we'll have 3 defense. Loki will have 3 attack. We'll get a boost. I could try Desperate Defense it. If I can fully block it out, it'll be really nice, and then we can also ready it up, and then we get a vengeance counter as well. But Mantis can always heal us, so I guess we just play Mantis instead. And I hold on to. I kind of want to. I think we throw away the knife here. We need to set up, right? We can't get greedy with the knife trying to get that +1 attack. So let's get Mantis and armor vest and hold on to Desperate Defense here for us to defend. Yeah, so we'll use 2 resources here so we can play Mantis. And we'll use 1 resource here so we can play armor vest. Your hero gets +1 defense, so now DRAX has 3 defense now. Okay, let's go ahead and exhaust Mantis to thwart for 2 from the War in Asgard. Drop this down to 5. She'll take a consequence of damage. And then let's have DRAX just thwart for 1 here. Drop this down to 4. There's no point in attacking Loki at all here because we have 60 life to go through. We can't contain the threat, then we have no shot. All right, that's going to turn. Let's right back up. And we draw back up to our hands here 4 in hero form. So we're going to hold on to Desperate Defense, draw 3 more cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. It is Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 to main because of the acceleration. It goes up to 3 threat. All right, he's going to attack us here. If I play Desperate Defense, I don't think I use Intimidation, right? Because I'm going to have to burn. Because I can get a Vengeance counter and then my attack will go up to 2, then this can actually remove 2 threat, but paying 1 cost to remove 2 threat, it's still not very good. I think I'd rather play Daredevil, but we won't be able to do it. I think I just play Night Nurse actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and exhaust to defend for 3 with our armor vest, and then do I want to? And Mantis could just heal us, and I could play Daredevil instead. I really like getting the ready there though, because we're gonna have a min that I want to attack. Yeah, why don't we're gonna bank on this. We're gonna use this as a resource to play Desperate Defense. So 1 cost event, hero interrupt defense. When you hero defense against attack, we're defending right now. We get +2. If we take no damage, we can ready up your hero. So we're now defending for 3 + 2 is 5. Loki hits with a base of 3, gets a boost card here. Oh man, of 4. So 7 damage on DRAX. We're defending for 5, we take 2. So we do take damage, we cannot get a ready. And then after the villain attacks DRAX, place a vengeance counter, so we get 1 counter now. At least we got that going. And then after Loki attacks, he's going to trigger the Infinity Gauntlet. The Space Stone will trigger, discard cards on top of counter until you get a minion, and put it in play engage with you. So we're just going to mill here until we get a minion. I think if I lose this one really quickly, we'll run it back and try it again here. Because I feel like we also got bad luck in addition to not being able to do this. So we got the Frost Giant. Now the Space Stone will get discarded. Let's just put that behind this here. And then Frost Giant is engaged with us. He's going to attack us here with 3 attack. We're just going to take it. We drop from 12 down to 9. I forgot he also has toughness. And we do not get advantage counter after a minion attacks, only whenever the villain attacks here. And then we get a face down and counter card, right? Yeah, which is Trickster. Swap Loki with the Ram says I Loki, and he's going to activate. All right, so we're going to swap Loki here with a different one. This is looking pretty bad. So we're going to do this one here. Oh, only 1 attack, but unfortunately, I should have. If I got the ready, that would have been really nice so I can defend this attack. So this Loki has 1 attack, retaliate 1. He's going to hit us here with the base of 1. He gets a boost card, or base of 2 with the Infinity Gauntlet. We're just going to take the attack. So it's going to be 2. So 4 damage on DRAX, brings us from 9 down to 5. And after he attacks, we get a vengeance counter. So yeah. All right, back over to our turn. We are going to exhaust Mantis for her action. We can do a damage here and a heal 3 from an identity. Let's heal DRAX by 3. Brings from 5 back up to 8. We get like parry. We could do some things here. Let's use a resource to play the Night Nurse. So it is a 1-cost support. Comes in with 3 med counters. We can exhaust her and remove a counter to heal a damage from an identity and also give a status card. Do we want to heal for 1 here? Is the question. Let me think. If I have 8 life, I'm gonna have to. I have 3 defense. I think we're gonna keep it in case we get a status card because Loki has a lot of statuses in his deck. Oh, I forgot. After Loki attacks, he can trade the Infinity Gauntlet. So after that Trickster, we can actually put the stone into play, which is the Mind Stone here. So if this triggers, we get confused, but nothing happens right now. All right, let's just end our turn. Let's ready back up. We're gonna draw back up to our hands here with 4. So we get. Okay, so we got a Desperate Defense with Defiance. So no, I don't need Defiance. I can just Desperate Defense here. And then we could also play the Hard to Ignore and try to get set up a little bit here. Yeah, this would give us a ready. And we can build up our vengeance counters all the way. But I got to knock off Tough here. I don't have Piercing. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, Knife doesn't give us Piercing anyways. Okay, it is. Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main because the acceleration goes up to 5 here. Then he is going to attack DRAX. We are going to. Actually, let me think. If I take the attack to the face, I could. What doesn't kill me? And then we don't get built out at all, though, if I do that. Because I need to get rid of this Frost Giant. We're swinging for. We can swing for a lot now. So we'll get 4 attack after we get 1 more vengeance counter. So we can take it out. But I think I need Mantis to take off Tough, or what doesn't kill me to take off Tough. If I just can't take the damage here. I think Mantis is going to have to take off Tough. Yeah. Let's use a resource here to play Desperate Defense, and we're going to exhaust to defend. So we're defending for 3. We play Desperate Defense, so we get +2 defense. Now we're defending for 5, and we should be able to block this one. He's only hitting with the base of 2. Boost card here of 2, so 4 damage. We fully defended it, so with the effect of Desperate Defense, and we take no damage, we write up your hero. And then we also get a Vengeance counter because we took an attack from a villain. And then the Mind Stone will trigger, so you get confused, and we discard this. So now we're just confused here. All right, and then we took no damage. We're ready back up here. Now Frost Giant's going to hit us for 3. I have to just take it. Because if I defend, I can't kill the Frost Giant. He'll just be hitting for us. Hitting 3 every single turn. Yeah, so we just take the damage. We drop from 8 down to 5. Oof, okay. Then we get 1 phase down counter card, which is Master of Illusion. Okay, that's fine. Attach to Loki when he would take damage to an attack. This card, top card in the counter deck. If the treachery prevent all damage. Okay, so we're not going to be attacking for a while. So that's fine. Let's just give that to him. Okay, back over to our turn here. We're using a resource. Let's play the Hard to Ignore. So 1 cost upgrade. After hero defense against an attack takes no damage, we can exhaust it to draw a card. Exhaust it to remove 1 threat from the main. Okay, then Mantis will swing for 2, knock out the Tough from Frost Giant. She'll take Consequential. She gets defeated here. And then we're going to exhaust DRAX. We're going to swing for 1. We get +1 attack for each vengeance counter. So 3. We're swinging for a total of 4. Takes out the Frost Giant here in 1 swoop. And then actually let's change the counters. So we have a 3 counter on here. So it looks a little bit better. All right, so we're able to do something. And then let's Night Nurse here. We're going to exhaust and remove a counter. To heal damage from DRAX, we go from 5 up to 6, and also discard a status card. Let's get rid of this Confuse. Alright, that's going to end turn. Let's right back up. Alright, we're going to draw back up to 4. Come on, parry. Parry. No parry. Nope. No parry. Dang it. We got payback. But it's attack, so we'll take a retaliate from Loki. And he's a Master of Illusions, so I don't think we go for that. We could play a free Knife Leap, but I don't really care about damage here. If we get a minion, though, Knife Leap would be so good to kill it. I think I Starhawk and just hope we get a minion as the encounter card. Yeah, okay. Loki's turn is going to add 2 to the main with the acceleration from the War in Asgard. He's going to attack us. If we defend, it's for 3. We have no defense event. We have to. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. We're going to exhaust the defend for 3 because he might just kill us, right? Yeah, we're going to exhaust defend for 3. And then, yeah, 1, 2, 3. No defense event. He gets a boost card here. Come on, please be 0. 2. Dang it. Okay, so it's going to do total of 4 damage. We're going to take 1. We do not fully block, so we cannot hard to ignore. But after the villain attacks you, place a vengeance counter. A max of 3. There's already 3. If you can't, we draw a card. So let's draw a card at least. There's a desperate defense. A little bit too late. And then Loki will flip a stone after attacking. The Soul Stone, and then we get a face down counter card. Beguiled. Attach the highest ally. If there is no ally, this card will just gain Surge. Into an advance, Loki's going to scheme. I think he's just going to win here. He's scheming with the base of 2 plus 1, which is 3. Gets a boost card of 0. Okay, so May only goes up by 3, so it goes up to 10 out of 12. All right. We have one more turn, I think. Let's see. If I play Starhawk, cannot do anything else. I think that's just what I do, though, right? There's nothing we could do. We could, this could be. Oh no! I think I have to hold on to desperate defense in case we don't draw our parry, right? What I was thinking about doing is we play Starhawk, have him attack Loki, and then he'll take 2 consequential damage and also take a retaliate. He'll come back to our hand, then we just put him back down again at the door for 1. But I want to hold on to desperate defense in case we don't get our parry. So yeah, let's use 2 resources here. We're going to play Starhawk. Yeah, I didn't play the payback because we have to take a retaliate, which will hurt because we're only at 5 life. Starhawk's going to exhaust. Let's store for 1 from the main, drop it from 10 down to 9. And then Starhawk will take a consequential. And then we're just going to end our turn. Let's Night Nurse again. Exhaust, remove a counter, heal 1 damage from DRAX. We have no status card discard, but I need that life. And we're ready back up now. All right, then we'll discard the payback, draw back up to 4, hoping for. There's the parry. Okay. All right, it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main with acceleration. This goes from 9 up to 11, and we do lose at 12, so we're getting there. He's going to attack us here. We can just play parry, right? Yeah. So we're going to take the attack to the face. He's hitting with a base of 1, 2. This would be the boost. 1. Oh man, there's a low booster. So 3 damage on DRAX. We're going to play a parry. When you take any amount of damage, prevent X out damage, where X equals to W attack. We have 4 attacks, so we can prevent 8 damage. It has a defense keyword, so we are technically defending. So we are defending, taking no damage from his attack. And then when that happens, we can exhaust hard to ignore to remove a threat from the main. We can also draw a card because we're maxed on vengeance counter, so we draw into a strength here. And then Loki will trigger the Soul Stone. He heals. He's already at full life. We discard it, and he also gets a face down boost card with the effect of the Soul Stone. Then we get dealt 1 face down counter card, which is Exhaustion. Exhaust your identity. We get exhausted. It will surge into Infinite Mischief. Shuffle the Infinite Stone discard pile back into the Infinite Stone deck, and then review the top card. Okay, so we're just gonna shuffle these cards here back into this deck here, and then just review the top Infinity Stone. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to run it back. We got the Power Stone in play. All right, and then it's back, or this should be right up, and then it's back to our turn. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately we got the doubles here, but nothing to play with them. To pay them with, I mean, except Starhawk. I could just get a bunch of attacks with Starhawk. Unfortunately, I can't get into Thwart multiple times. Do I come get me Bub here? I do, yeah, because Starhawk can help me kill the minion that I get out. So we play Come Get Me Bub. Discard cards in contact until you get a minion, put it into play, engage with you, and then heal 3 damage from your identity and give yourself a tough stats card. So we get a tough. We're going to heal 3, go to 9, and then let's mill here until we get a minion. So 1, 2, 3. Well, I don't know why I'm counting. So the main thing why I think Drax is so bad with Loki is that if we get frozen, attach your den you cannot ready. As an Alter action, you can spend a energy and mentor to discard this card. We have to be an Alter Ego trigger, so we flip down Loki will scheme, and we'll probably lose. I'm sure there's still minions in the counter deck, right? Okay, there we go. If we didn't, we can't get the tough or get the heal off. So we got the Frost Giant here engaging us with toughness. All right, and then now we trigger the come get me buff, so we heal 3, get a tough, and then we're gonna have Starhawk swing for 2 on the Frost Giant and knock off the tough. Starhawk would take 2 consequent damage. When he takes damage equal to his remaining life, we can return him back to our hand, so he comes back to our hand here. Then we're going to use a double resource when paying for protection cards to play Starhawk back down. He comes right up. And then, oh man. Yeah, I can't, because he can't take damage equal to his remaining life here. I could put 2 damage on a Frost Giant. Oh man, how much am I banking on a parry? No, I think I hold on to Desperate Defense here again. Okay, so I need a Thor from Heroes. I lose, yeah. Okay, we need a parry. So do I want to recur Starhawk? Or do I hold on to, no, I toss a double. Okay, Starhawk's gonna swing for 2 on Loki. That'll bring him from, sorry. So when Loki would take damage from an attack, he's about to take damage right now. Discard top card in the counter deck. It was a treachery. It's not. If it was, we could prevent all damage and discard that card. It's not. So we do 2 damage on Loki. Brings it from 20 down to 18. Then Loki will retaliate, hit Starhawk for 1, and it will take 2 constant damage for attacking. So when we take damage equal to remaining life, it comes back to our hand here again. And then we're gonna use a double here to play Starhawk back down again. And then he will exhaust and Thor for 1 from the main, drop it from 10 down to 9 again. Starhawk takes a consequential damage, and that'll end our turn. We need to hold on to this again in case we don't get the parry. Let's ready back up, and then draw back up to 4 here. At least we got the tough off the Frost Giant. And we got Jocasta here, which is pretty good. No parry. I should be able to play I need to play our Dwight Mastery, actually, right? So I can't play Jocasta. If it hadn't to double, I wouldn't have drawn Jocasta. Actually, I would have drawn her. But I didn't want to hold on double if we draw all cheap cards there. Okay, Loki's turn is going to add 2 to main. It goes back up from 9 to 11 again. We're just teetering there. Loki's going to hit us here with a base of 2. He gets this boost card, and he gets another boost here. What do we do? I have a tough, right? So I don't need to defend. Frost Giant hits us for 3. I could defend against Frost Giant. And then hard to ignore here. I think I have to hard to ignore, though. Because a threat, I mean, I just can't control it. I really want to play Jocasta. She can help us store for 2, though. You know what? Okay, let's just take the attack from Loki to the face because we have a tough stats card. So it's going to be boost effect is attached card to Loki, so he gets +1 scheme. Okay, and then he is hitting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage on Drax. Knocks off our tough. We can draw a card because we're maxed out on counters. We draw into a hard to ignore. And then after Loki attacks, he triggers a Power Stone. So we discard it. We get stunned. Defective Power Stone. All right, then Frost Giant's going to hit us here for 3. I'm at 9 life. I mean, I think I can actually take it here. If I play Jocasta, I'm thinking I want to play Jocasta and I want to attack the Frost Giant. I can Night Nurse to heal and get rid of the stun. Then Starhawk can Thor for 1 more. Yeah, I think Jocasta is that good here. Yeah, let's take the 3 damage from the Frost Giant. Because if I spend anything from my hand, I won't have any more resources to play Jocasta. Drop down 6. And then we get dealt 1 phase on a counter card, which is hopefully nothing. Side scheme. Oh, man. Hinder 1 plus 5 initial threat with the Crisis. So we cannot remove threat from the main. Wow, that's in play. So we can't throw the main scheme here. It's going to have 6 total threat on here. Alright, I think that's our last turn. So we need to thwart this out because the main will go up by 2 with the War in Asgard, right? So we had to clear this and then Thor for at least 2 from the main. If I play Jocasta, she can get us a defense event. That won't work, right? Even if I hard to ignore there, the main would have went to 10, so it would still want to go up by 2 with the War in Asgard, so we would still lose. Yeah, let's use 3 resources here. So we can play Jocasta. And then, I mean, we can Night Nurse, it doesn't matter, right? We can just Thor for 1, Starhawk Thors for 1, Jocasta Thors for 2, for a total of 4. drops it down to 2. And then both allies will take consequential damage. Yeah, and then I think we just pass here. Yeah, so let's, yeah, we don't need Night Nurse right now. If we do get a turn, which we won't, we'll drop back up to 4 here. All right, and then it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 to Mail Deceleration, and this will go up to 13. And yeah, that is Expert Loki here playing as Drax. So it hits over 12, so he's going to scheme out, and then we lose. All right, let's run it back, because I actually think I got really unlucky there as well. But at the end of the day, I don't think that the luck really mattered there. Yeah. I mean, we didn't get the worst luck, because if we got frozen or we get seduced and we had to flip down, right? You cannot make base attacks or play attack events. As an auxiliary action only, we can spend a energy and mental to discard it. So we had to flip down when we get a card like that. And the moment we flip down, we may just, die or lose the threat, because Loki will scheme, right? So yeah, there's not much we can do here as Drax playing against Loki, which is a big reason why I don't think, every single hero can defeat every single villain. Let's shuffle everything up. Okay, so we're just going to reset here. Let's see. The main is going to be 1. Warren Asgard stays in play. It's going to have 6. This will go back into the counter deck. So will the Frost Giant. These will be the stones. This and this go back in as well. Okay, and we get a random Loki as well. So let's put all these tokens back too. Yeah, we didn't get close, guys. Yeah, and I definitely don't think a rush strategy will work, because we're going to fizzle out. If we can somehow get everything set up and be at like full life and have the threat managed, I mean, we got a shot. But the problem is Drax can't handle doing, keeping all the threat low and all that stuff while we're trying to survive and do everything. Let's see, we're going up to 14 life here. Loki's back up to 20. So we got this Loki, and he just has Stalwart there. I don't think we have any statuses in our deck anyways. Let's shuffle up the stones. We get 1 random stone put into play. Should be this one, the Reality Stone. Okay, Reality Stone is not the worst one here, especially if we don't play any upgrades or supports, right? Shuffle up the encounter deck here. Shout out to one of my subscribers. I heard that if you do this shuffle 7 times, the deck is entirely randomized. So hopefully that will work. Okay, so we have the Infinity Stone deck, we have the regular encounter deck, and we're going to shuffle up our deck here 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we start with an Alter Ego. 6. Whoops. It's okay, I didn't see what it was. So random. Alright. And then let's go ahead and start. We're going to drop to a hand size here of 6 and see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So Daredevil is great here. Intimidation is not good because we have no thwart. Or our attack is very low here. It's only 1, right? Yeah, it's only 1 right now. So let's mulligan this card 5 here. And we'll hold on Daredevil and draw back up to 6. We got a parry, so I have to hold on to that. We have the power protection, which is great for Daredevil. Ooh, no more What Doesn't Kill Me. Okay, but we can play Daredevil and the 2/7 die, which is not terrible. Except we'll have to discard the 2/7 die, right? Because of the Reality Stone. Discard an ally, upgrade, or support you control. Oh, so I have to lose Daredevil? That's fine. Okay, we'll use series here. Let's play the 2/7 die. 2-cost upgrade. When Drax will be defeated, we set our hit point down to 4, change Alter Ego, and remove this card from the game instead. This W has been paying for a protection card, so we play Daredevil. Let's flip up here to hero form. And then we'll Thor for 1 from the Warren Asgard. Daredevil will Thor for 2, drops from 5 down to 3. And then Daredevil will take a consequential damage here. Alright, we have the parry. Oh wait, parry only prevents 1 of the damage now. Oh man, parry won't do anything. It's too early to get the parry. Alright, let's turn this right back up. We'll drop back up to 4. I guess we just dish the parry here because it only prevents damage equals or to double our attack. We have 1 attack, so we can prevent 2 damage. If I defend for 2, you know what? Let's hold on to it. It might help. Okay, we're dropping up to 4. Hold on to the parry. Okay, we got North Star here. I don't think I'm playing it though. Do I take the attack? Yeah, I think I take the attack here, and we discard this, and then Daredevil stays alive. Oh, I forgot he takes 2 consequence damage for thwarting. All right, Loki's turn is gonna add 2 domain with acceleration. We might just have to run us back again, guys. I think we got a pretty rough hand again. He's gonna hit us for 4. We are going to. We can Defiance it actually. So if we Defiance it, I don't play the parry. But then, I mean, I might as well play parry as well, right? Because I can't play North Star. Yeah, so we can Defiance and parry here. Okay, so let's exhaust to the. Actually, wait, do I just want to take the damage? So we attack. We can Defiance, and we also parry. So we're gonna take 2. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. So Loki's gonna hit us here. He gets a boost card. We're gonna play Defiance. We're gonna boost on an enemy attacking you turn face up. Discard instead. So we discard the Laffy again. 4 boosts. Okay, but this time we discard it. So the boost icons are gone, and he's gonna do a total of 4 damage to us. We're gonna play a parry here, where you would take X any amount of damage, prevent X of the damage, execute a W attack. So our attack is 1. We prevent 2 of it. So only take 2 damage. Bring this from 14 down to 12, and after he attacks, we get a Vengeance counter. And then React Stone trigger with Infinity Gauntlet. So we discard an ally upper support control. Let's discard 2 stubborn die, and the React Stone goes away. Alright, that's not part of our gameplay anyways. Then we get 1 face down counter card, which is hopefully not an activation. Oh man, we got seduced here. Attach your identity. You cannot make base attacks or play attack events. As an alternate action, spend a energy and a mental discard card. Okay, so we just basically can't attack here. Do we have? We do have it. I think we just flip right now. We just started building up our vengeance counters, but I have to get rid of this, right? Because I don't know when I'll have another chance to do that, right? Let's flip down. Actually, let's thwart. We can clear off Warren Asgard here. No, but Loki has 1 scheme. I want to keep him in the 1 scheme Loki. Let's store for 1 from the main. Daredevil will store for 2 from Warren Asgard. He'll take constant damage, get defeated. We're going to flip down to Alter Ego. Now, Drax has a force response on Alter Ego. After you change his form, remove all Vengeance counter from it. We have to do that. So remove the last Vengeance counter. Heal 2 damage for each Vengeance counter removed. It's only 1, so we heal 2. Brings from 12 back up to our full life of 14. Then we're going to trigger the Alter Ego action here. Spend a energy and mental right here to discard his card. So we got rid of that. All right, it's going to enter turn. Let's right back up. Okay, we have another chance here. Draw back up to 6. So we may be able to do something. Then we got both parries. Jocasta can bring it back though. Dwight Mastery is going to be really good for us. And Mantis probably. Alright, Loki's turn is going to add 2 to man with the acceleration. Goes up to 4. He's going to scheme with the base of 1 plus 1 is 2. Boost card here of 2. So he's scheming for a total of 4. This goes from 4 up to 8. And he flips a stone. And yeah, if he pulls an advance here or trickster, we just lose. Time Stone comes into play. Doesn't do anything. Face down counter card is, oh man, the Crisis. So when it's defeated, we reveal top card of the Infinity Stone deck, and then I swap Loki with another Loki. But because of the Crisis, we cannot remove that from the main while it's in play. Hinder 1 plus 5, so 6 around here. Okay, back over to our turn here. Let's flip up to hero form. And then I have Defiance here. It's pretty good. So do I play Dwight Mantis and hold into Defiance? And we can clean up. Oh, now I need to work on this thing. All right, let's use the parry to play Dwight Mastery. So after Drax makes a basic attack, we can draw a card. But I think we have to thwart is an issue. Yeah, we have to thwart. Okay, 2 reasons here, so we can play Mantis. She comes in right up. We need to thwart out Warren and Asgard, and I want Mantis to start working on the Madness on Midgard. So Mantis will first thwart for 2 from Madness on Midgard, drop this from 6 down to 4, and I shall take a consequential damage. And then Drax will thwart for 1 from Warren Asgard, defeats this side scheme. So when it's defeated, we swap Loki with a set aside one, which is really good because this one has 3 attack. So we're going to get one with less attack. That would do less damage to Drax here. And we'll get a Vengeance counter. Alright, so we're going to do this one. 1 attack Loki with Retaliate. Alright, and then this is defeated. Right, reveal top card Infinity Stone deck and swap Loki. So we get another Infinity Stone here, which is the Space Stone. And I forgot the Time Stone will probably kill us here. It will definitely kill us. Alright, that's going to enter turn. Let's right back up. We will hold on to Defiance, drop back up to 4. All right, Loki's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main now. It goes up to 9. He's going to attack us here. We're going to play a Defiance. So we discard the boost. He's hitting with a base of 2. We're going to take the 2 damage, brings us from 14 down to 12. We get a Vengeance counter. Then the Infinite Gauntlet will proc, trigger all the stones in play. Time Stone says discard top 4 cards of your deck. Place 1 threat on the main scheme for each different card type discarded. We have Event and Upgrade, so 2 different card types. We only put 2 threat on the main, so that's actually not bad. So it goes from 9 up to 11. So we're still alive here. Just kind of wanted the misery to end there. And then we trigger Space Stone. So I forgot this should get discarded here. We discard it until we get a minion and put it into play, engage with us. So let's mill here until we get a minion. Oh man, where's the minions? Okay, we got a Frost Giant. Coming to play with the Tough Status card here. And then he's going to hit us for 3. We just got to take it. We drop from 12 down to 9. And then we get 1 face down counter card from Loki, which is Trickster. Swap Loki with a says that Loki, he's going to activate. Oh man. Okay, so we swap him with one of these guys over here. Let's do this one. With 3 attack again. Okay, and he's going to attack us. We don't have anything, right? Yeah, so we just take the attack to the face with our 9. Hitting with a base of 4, gets a boost. Stun the attacking character. Okay, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We drop down to 4, and we also get stunned. But luckily, we have the Night Nurse here. All right, and then he flips a stone with Infinite Gauntlet after activating. So we get the Power Stone. All right, back over to our turn. Oh man, I can't play. And then we get a Vengeance counter. I forgot after we do that. So Knife Leap is 1 cost. Dang it, we need it to be free to play Night Nurse. Okay, so wait, let's play Payback here, right? Yeah, we're gonna play a Payback. So after the villain attacks you, so Loki just attacked us, do X damage to the villain where X equals to your attack, which is currently 3, and then we're stunned. So actually, it just removes our stun instead. So that is perfect. Yeah. So now we aren't stunned. Okay, so we can do 1 cool turn at least before we lose. We're gonna swing on the Frost Giant. Knife Leap says when you make a base attack, you get +5 for the attack, and attack gets overkill and piercing. Reduce the cost to play this card by 1 for each Vengeance counter on DRAX. We have 2 counters, so it's only 1 cost, 1 resource to play it. So now we're swinging for 1, 2, 3, +5 is 8, is overkill and piercing. So we're going to pierce the tough. And then we're going to do 4 damage to it. Frost Giant defeats it, 4 damage overkills to Loki, brings it from 20 down to 16. All right, we got a powerful Knife Leap. After you make a base attack, we can draw a card. And then Mantis will thwart for 2. We can't thwart the main because of the Crisis. 2 off there, should take consequential. And we're going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Draw back to 4. And Loki's going to add 1 to the main. Goes up to 12. He's going to thread out, and then we lose again. Yeah, there you go, guys. That is Loki again on expert mode. And we're going to run it back one more time. Because, I don't think we can win this. But I do feel like we can do a better effort, I guess. Not sure there's any point in that, but yeah, we'll just see. So we're gonna run it all back. Let's see. Do that. Mass on Midgard. Those are the stones. Okay, so let's shuffle up here really quick. We're just gonna, it's pretty random anyways, right? We just shuffle this up. All right, shuffle up our player deck. Drax has got 1 more shot. Maybe we can defeat like 1 Loki. No, we won't be able to defeat Loki unless we stabilize. And I think that's where the problem is. I don't think Drax can stabilize against a villain that has so much threat like Loki. But, I think Venom Goblin has more threat. I think Magneto applies more pressure. And, Ronan is just Ronan. All right. Going back up to 14. Loki goes up to 20. All right, and then we get a random Loki here. Oh, I forgot the Warren Asgard has to be in play. I gotta grab it back up again. Okay, we get this Loki. Ooh, 1 attack. So that is the best start that we could ask for here. Let's shuffle up the stones here. All right, the stone's going to be in play, the Rai stone again. And then we need to find the War in Asgard here. War in Asgard, because the sizing comes up with the setup here from the main scheme. We haven't gotten like Under Fire or wait, where is it? Or Master Plan. Yeah, Master Plan would be rough. Same with Under Fire. All right, I think we're all set up here, pretty much. The counter deck is pretty randomized. We got the time stone shuffled up. We set the villains aside. 6 on War in Asgard. Did we shuffle up our player deck? I don't remember. Let's shuffle up a little bit more here. And that is not correct. All right, and then we start off in Alter Ego, ready up. All right, let's get started. We're gonna drop to 6 here. Ooh, we got a double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so do I just play all these cards here? I think I do, because we also made me lose one, which is fine. Yeah, okay, so I think that's not a bad start. We're gonna flip up here to hero form. We're gonna Thor for 1 from War in Asgard. Use a resource here, play Drax's Knife. In hero form, we get +1 attack. Use a resource here, play Armor Vest. We get +1 defense. We'll use a resource here to play our Drax's other knife. We get Retaliate 1. So we'll discard the Retaliate 1 with the Rai Stone's effect. But this way we have +1 attack, so we get more, with our cards, we get more powerful effects because our attack is higher. Let's end our turn. We're ready back up, draw back up to 4 here. Parry, parry, parry? No parry. Okay, so we play probably the Daredevil here, right? Okay, Loki's turn is going to add 2 to main with the acceleration. He's going to attack us with a base of just 2 here. Do I want to defend for 3? No, I think we just take the attack to the face here. There's no point defending. Yeah, so we just take the attack. Same with a base of 2. Wait, that's not the encounter cards here. This would be his boost. Boost is 0. Perfect. So only 2 damage. Brings us from 14 down to 12. Okay, this is the best start that we can ask for. And then after he attacks, we get a vengeance counter. Then he'll trigger the Infinity Gauntlet. We also discard an ally, upgrade, or support control. We discard that. We'll discard our Retaliate card here. Actually, wait, we do actually retaliate on him first before that gets discarded. So he'll take 1 damage, drop down 19. Okay, that's pretty good. And then now we get 1 face-down counter card, which is, oh man, here's where it all ends. Under fire, review top card in the counter deck, and it will surge. Top card is, oh man, Seduced. You cannot make base attacks or play attack events. And then under fire will surge into open the Bifrost with a hazard. Hinder 1 + 3, so 4 threat. Okay, I think we're done now. We could, I mean, I can't even get rid of this, right? Because I don't even have the energy and the mental. So 2 resources. Let's go ahead and play Daredevil down. He can thwart 2 from here. He'll take 2 consequential damage. Drax has to thwart. Dang, I'm gonna be building vengeance counters, but I have discarded with the Seduced, which stinks. Let's thwart for 1 from. I think we actually do the main here, because Daredevil can clean that up himself next turn. All right, our ender turns right back up. Let's discard the inflammable here. We need to draw into a parry or something else to help select Thor. Okay, we got the parry and a double Jocasta. Okay, all right. This is gonna be pretty good here. We can survive another turn. So Loki's gonna add 2 to main with this acceleration, goes up to 4. He's gonna attack us. We're gonna take the attack, right? Yeah, same with a base of 2, gets a boost of 2, so 4 damage. But we play a parry. Prevent X of the damage equal to double our attack. We have 1, 2, 3 attack with our knife, so we prevent 6 damage. We don't take anything, and then we get a vengeance counter. All right, but I'm doing it for nothing. I keep forgetting that because I have to flip down. Okay, so we get the vengeance counter after Loki attacks. He gets a stone, puts into play the Soul Stone. And then, did we do everything correct? Let me see. We did that. Yeah. Okay. Now we get 2 encounter cards with a hazard. 1, 2. First one is gank up. The villain initially engaged with the attacks. He's going to attack us. I think we just take it because we're about to heal it back up when we flip down. So same with a base of 2. Gets a boost card of 2. 4 damage brings us from 12 down to 8. We get another vengeance counter. go up to 3. And then Soul Stone will trigger. Loki heals 3. He goes back up to full life 20. And he's going to get a face down boost card here. And all right, this will be a last encounter card. This is a boost. The Trickster. Okay, Loki's going to activate against you. That actually is not bad. Because he's hitting with a base of 2. He gets 2 boost cards here. Do we live this? We have to defend, huh? Oh man, but then we max. Oh, we can draw a card. We max out with counters as well. Yeah, let's exhaust to defend for 3 with the armor vest so we don't die. And with a base of 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I shouldn't defend. I should have taken it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. We defend for 3. We take 2. Brings it down to 6. And after Loki attacks, we can draw a card because no more vengeance counters. And then he'll also flip another stone. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Trickster says swap him, right? Yeah. Tricksters. We're supposed to swap the Loki before he activates. Whoops, I didn't read that. So let's swap Loki with a random set aside one. So we'll be taking more damage based on the higher attack for this one. Oh no, it's the same attack. Okay, so we took the same amount of damage. That's fine. All right, and it's back over to our turn here. Okay, what do we do? So, I mean, I don't need to attack it because there's no minions. So we just play Jocasta. And then we can just stay in hero form right now. Let's use 3 uses when paying for Ordo. Hold on to what doesn't kill me. No, we'll use 3 uses here with a power. Actually, we'll use 3 uses here. The power of protection is double when paying for a green card, so we can play Jocasta. When she enters play, get a defensive event you can discard out and attach to her face down. You can play it as in your hand, so we get parry underneath Jocasta. Jocasta is going to throw 2 from this side scheme here, defeat it. Hazard's gone. We flip the top of the stone deck, and we also swap Loki with a set aside Loki here. So if he goes away, one of these 4 here will come into play. This one, oh man, the 3 attack one. And then Jocasta takes 2 consequential. And then Daredevil is going to not do anything. I think we just hold. Okay, let's end our turn. Ready, back up. Draw back up to 4. Hold on to the what doesn't kill me. It's okay because parry would block off all the damage here. Ooh, I can play North Star. Yeah, I play North Star because I don't have the physicals for the what doesn't kill me here. We're getting our ally that can help us thwart. Okay, Loki's turn is going to add 1 to the main. Goes up to 5 here. He's going to attack us. Oh man, I don't like that. Okay, this will be the boost. We're going to take it to the face. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discard top card in the stone deck and apply boost icons for activation. So 2. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. We're going to play a parry. From Jocasta here. So prevent double your attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to prevent 10 damage. We take nothing. And then we can draw a card with our response here. And then what happens? Oh, the stone. So Power Stone will stun us. Time Stone will discard the top 4 cards of our deck. 1 threat on the main for each different card type discarded. 2 upgrades, 2 events. So 2 threat going on the main. Goes up to 7. It's getting kind of high. And then we get a phase down encounter card, which is a minion. So we have to attack to get rid of it. But we can't attack with Seduce. Because with toughness, whenever he attacks and damages a character, we stun that character. Okay. What do we do here? Can I get rid of this? I still can't get rid of it. I don't have the energy and a mental. Yeah, I need like a resource generator to do anything. I could play what doesn't kill me. And I can't do anything else. I think we just go for North Star, right? Yeah. We'll use 3 resources here, so we can play North Star. And then, let's see, we need to thwart the main. So, with thwart, Daredevil will thwart 2. Jocasta will thwart 2. North Star will thwart 1 to take 5 off the main. Oz will all take consequential damage. These guys are gone here. I'm stunned. I can't get rid of the stun with the Seduced anyways. We have to flip down to get rid of Seduce, or else locks and hits for 4 every single turn, which will kill us. So we can thwart here for 1. Let's take it off the main. And we're going to flip down to Alter Ego. Force response, we discard all of our 3 vengeance counters and we heal 2 for each one. So we're going to heal 6, brings us back up to our full, or not full life actually, just 12. and then we stay stunned and exhausted here. We cannot trade the Seduce here. That's going to turn us right back up. Drop back up to 6. Hopefully we get a mental. And we've got a wow there, so that's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 2 attack for the intimidation, which is not that good. Dang, okay. Loki's turn is going to add 2 to the man with the acceleration. Goes up to 3. He's going to scheme because we're an arc equal with a base of 2 with the gauntlet boost of 1, so 3 threat. Lofi gets 2, so it goes up to 5. And after Loki schemes, I forgot we should get a stone. When he decks out the stone deck, we shuffle up all the other stones and then recreate the stone deck here, and the Mind Stone will be in play. Alright, so only went up to 8 here on the main. Then we get a face down encounter card, which is an assault. We're an arc eagle, so we'll surge into counter guard. This card upgrade will support your control. Let's lose the armor vest here. I think our knife is really good because that attack really helps us out. Alright, it's back over to our turn, guys. Okay, arc eagle action, spend an energy and a mental resource here to discard this card. Let's get rid of that. We don't have the damage anyways. We're going to flip up here to hero form. We will attack to remove the stun. We use a double when paying for a protection card to play what doesn't kill me. Heal 2 and also ready up your hero. So ready up and a heal 2, and we use a physical when paying for it because we can declare the wall and power of protection to be a physical. Okay, so ready up here. We have no vengeance counters. It's at 8. We're worse than where we started because this is at 8 and this is still at 5. Do we have North Star? I think we just swing for 2, knock off the tough from Lofi, and it will pass. It's ready back up. Parry can prevent 4, which is not terrible. Yeah, let's draw back up to 4. Hold on this stuff. Okay, we can block out Lofi. Actually, yeah, that would be really good. And then we can Dwight, or we can Defiance Loki and play Dwight Mastery. Okay, Loki's going to add 1 to the main, or 2 actually, so it goes from 8 up to 10. We're going to lose the threat again. He is going to attack us here. We're going to play a Defiance. When a boost card is turned face up, discard it instead. And are we defending? No, we're just going to take the attack. He's hitting 4. That's fine. So we discard the boost. That's fine. It does 4 damage to us with the Infinity Gauntlet. It drops it down to 10. We get a Vengeance counter. And then we get confused with the Mind Stone, and then we discard the stone. So confused. Lofty's going to hit us here for 4. We're going to play a parry. So when you take any of my damage, prevent X event, where X equals double your attack. So we're going to prevent, we have 1, 2, 3 attacks. So we're going to prevent 6 of it, so we don't take damage. If he damages you from an attack, we get stunned, but he doesn't damage us. We don't get a vengeance counter for that. We get a 1 phase down counter card, which is Master of Illusions again, so that's fine. Okay, it's only when we attack Loki. Back over to our turn. We swing for 1, 2, 3. Cannot kill Lofty swinging for 3 though. Let's use a resource here. Let's play Dwight Mastery. When Drax makes a base attack, we can draw a card. We're going to swing for 3 on Lofty. And then we're going to have North Star Thor for 1 for the main. Drops it down to 9. Because if it hits 12, we lose. North Star takes a consequential. Ends our turn. Let's ready back up. Drop back up to 4 here. Ooh, we got a knife leap. Okay. Logan's turn is going to add 2 to the main. Goes from 9 up to 11. Because of the acceleration here. He's going to attack us. We have 10 life. We're going to Defiance it, right? Yeah, let's play the Defiance. So discard the boost here, and we need to stay readied up. So we discard that. He's hitting with a base of 4, brings us from 10 down to 6. Then we get a Mighty Vengeance counter. And then we can... No, that's it. Okay. Then he gets a stone after attacking. Then Lofty's going to hit us for 4. I think we have to block with North Star because I can't get stunned here. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we can do anything. Let's block with North Star, take 4 damage. He gets defeated. He also gets stunned, but he's just defeated. Then we get a face on counter card, which is a side scheme with a Amplify. No immediate effect. So I think that's hinder 1 plus 4. So 5 threat on there. All right, back over to our turn. Let's just do this before we lose. We're going to exhaust to swing on Lofty. With our knife, we get +1 attack. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 on Lofty. Knife Leap is only 1 cost because reduce the cost for each range counter. So a resource here to play the Knife Leap. We get +5 overkill and piercing. So it's going to be how much again? 1, 2, 3, 4, +5. 9 damage on LOKI. He takes 3. 6 overkill to Loki. But when he would take damage from an attack, this is damage from an attack. Overkill damage does count as that. With his card top card, it's not a treachery, so we do the 6 overkill to him. Brings him from 20 down to 14. That's definitely the best progress that we've gotten so far. If you attack with RT Master, we can draw a card. Their basic attack. Man, is unfortunate. I will use Mantis as a resource to play the Hard to Ignore. And that'll end our turn. Let's right back up. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we draw back up to 4. And then it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main. Threats us out again for the 3rd time here with 13 threat. Yeah, even if we throw it for 1, I mean, it would still add 2 with the Warren Asgard. And yeah, there you go, guys. That's Loki taking on DRAX here. Yeah, I think that, DRAX can be a fun hero, but not all heroes in Marvel Champions can defeat every single villain. So I think that's definitely a myth here. Let me know what you guys think, if you agree or disagree with that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.